Welcome to India's definitive design week, India Design ID. And this really is a celebration of all aspects of design, be it decor, architecture or graphics. And I have with me a branding expert. Theron Carmine is partner at FWC LLP. So tell me, how is graphics today now working together with other aspects of design like architecture?
Well, I think they exist in first world developing countries, and now that India's got to the cusp of where it has, in people's homes, yeah, perhaps it would not be used that much, but when you look at boutique hotels or large construction projects, cluster developments, row houses, villas, the client's not just looking at a great structure and the lovely fabrics and the furniture that's going in there, but he's planning on making more than one.
Mm-hmm. So would you say your home is almost your brand identity?
Yeah, I would say the office is your brand identity, your boutique hotel is your brand identity, your brand, also you've got...
But your personal homes, are they also an extension of your brand identity?
In my case, I think not. I think my personal space is my personal space. It's eclectic and old school and quirky.
You know, we're seeing a lot of use of words in design right now. If you go into the Asian Paint stall, they've used a lot of typography to decorate spaces. There's a lot of this sort of change of using this kind of format.
Yes, strange that you say that. I think typography as an art form will see itself being used a lot across properties. I think people have understood what typography is, and just as patrons and buyers would commission artworks and photo art in the last few years, I think that's the next thing, to do high-end typography and design printed on canvas, printed on wood, and then perhaps framed.
As I said, this is a celebration of all aspects of design, and you've been anchoring a lot of the talks here and introducing a lot of the speakers. How do you see that finally in India design is seen as more than just art and furniture?
I think it is, which is why when they got me on board, I said I would do it. It's not what I do for a living, and they said, could you moderate it, because we want someone from the industry or from a related industry to talk about it. And yeah, I think it's built on itself leaps and bounds from the last couple of years. And I mean, the speakers, one of the reasons I agreed to do this is from Mr. Markey to Patricia Akiola, these are people whose books are bought. I've attended his lectures in Chicago 15 years ago. These are the living legends. Now, whether you're an architect, designer, brand architect, graphic artist, you respect the greats in all these related fields. So even though I'm not an architect, and I probably would have failed an architecture course, I know that Fumihiko Maki is a living legend, and anything that permeates from there is going to be great. And I think what they've managed to do here is get clients, brands, new artists, the greatest speakers and architects in the world to all come together to make, I think, what is a great weekend. We need to have more of these across the country.
And what is it that links designers, like a graphic designer or an architect or a brand designer? What is the one thing that links you all together? Is there a word that links you together, you think?
Yeah, I think it's just a love for great art and design.
For some very happy updates on design, do remember to keep following us on Twitter and Instagram on India Design ID.